Grand Master Yoda is often called the Avatar of the Light, one of the wisest and most powerful Force users the Jedi Order has ever known. This reputation extends to his mysterious species, with many showing exceptional Force potential. Yet we've met so few. Only 3 in canon and a handful in legends. They're shrouded in mystery, but one thing stands out. They have a strong affinity for the light side. Why is that? What keeps them from the dark? Welcome to Hidden Holocron, where we dive deep into Star Wars lore. If you enjoy uncovering these secrets, hit subscribe and the bell to stay updated. Today, we'll explore why no member of Yoda's species has turned to the dark side in canon or legends. George Lucas intentionally kept Yoda's species a secret, and in-universe, Yoda likely hid their origins to protect their peaceful world from galactic wars and politics. Every known member is Force-sensitive, drawn to the light. Let's start with canon. First, Jedi Master Yaddle, a former council member. In the early Clone Wars, she wielded rare light side powers like Holocron, which slows a target's bodily functions to near death, rivaling dark side abilities. In the comic Yaddle's Tale, set in 300 BBY, she and her master, Pulvin Kut, were sent to Koba to stop the warlord Tulik. Betrayed and ambushed, Kut fell to the dark side in rage over his family's murder and was killed. Yaddle, however, stayed rooted in the light. Imprisoned and tortured for nearly a century to reveal Jedi secrets, Yaddle resisted, growing stronger in the Force. She forgave her captors, blaming Tulik's influence. When earthquakes freed her, she sensed the Kobans suffering from plagues and famine, so she stayed to rebuild their city, helping those who'd held her captive. Despite enduring pain that fuels the dark side, Yaddle only drew closer to the light, even as a Padawan. Her master fell in minutes. She endured for decades. Next, Grogu, the child from the Mandalorian. At 50 years old, still an infant, he was raised in the Jedi Temple and shows immense Force talent. He lifts a mudhorn, uses Force healing, and deflects fire, often from emotion to protect Din Djarin. We see a dark peak when he Force chokes Cara Dune, mistaking an arm wrestle for a threat. It's dark side use, but from selfless protection, not greed, like Anakin's fall to save Padme. Grogu has the most dark potential here, using the Force emotionally to harm threats. But under Luke's guidance, which allows processing emotions, he's unlikely to fully turn. In canon, it's not impossible for Yoda's species to fall, but highly improbable. In legends, it's even rarer. We know of Vandar Tokare, Oteg, and Minch. Focusing on Minch, a Jedi Knight around 700 BBY during the High Republic. Fiery in battle, unlike others focused on spiritual gifts, he hunted Bipafashi Dark Jedi. Going solo, he dueled one and lost, saved only by reinforcements. The Dark Jedi suicided. Humiliated, Minch sought to prove himself, against Jedi ways. Tracking the leader to Dagobah, he disobeyed orders and confronted him in a cave. Taunted about his anger, Minch attacked. He won, but the dying master claimed Minch used the dark side, corrupting the cave. Minch briefly struggled with anger, but reclaimed the light, emerging a Jedi. It's the closest any came to falling, yet he prevailed. Finally, Yoda himself. In a Legends meeting with Dooku, who tempted him to the dark, Yoda briefly opened to it, showing a terrifying vision. His 900 years of knowledge weaponized, surpassing Sidious. He suppressed it instantly, shocking Dooku. In canon, the Clone Wars Season 6 has Yoda face his dark self on Korriban. Dark Yoda taunts him, implying past dalliances. Yoda doesn't want to play with me anymore. Yoda admits recognizing it but declares, Part of me you are, but control me you do not. Through patience and training, it is I who control you. He delved into the dark to understand it, as he tells Luke, it's not stronger, just quicker and easier.
Vader, is the dark side stronger?
No. But busier, more seductive.
So why no full turns? Some species lean one way, like Sith purebloods or Dathomirians to the dark, Ithorians to the light. Yoda's species isn't immune. They've felt pulls, but from greater good, not ambition. Their longevity is key. Growing slowly, Grogu's 50 but infantile, they view time differently. No rush for the quick and easy dark path. They hone the light patiently. Yaddle's century in captivity was just a season. Yoda accepts loss. Rejoice for those who transform into the Force. Mourn them do not. They embody the Force's perspective. Life cycles, emotions pass. Change is constant. Enjoy it, then let go. Power grabs lose appeal with centuries ahead. Younger ones like Minch and Grogu risked more, rushing solutions. Older ones see the horror of their power darkened, like Yoda's vision. They're compassionate, drawing strength from care without detachment extremes. Yaddle helped captors. Grogu protects loved ones. Yoda guides with wisdom. What do you think? Could there be an unknown dark Yoda species Sith? What if Yoda turned during Order 66? Share below. Thanks for watching Hidden Holocron. May the Force be with you. See you next time.